What is up, everyone, and welcome back to more Attack on Titan. I am here with my reaction to episode 15. The last episode invoked rage from me. I did understand, though, what Levi was doing, and I feel like that was the only way for Eren to actually leave that courtroom alive. That was the only way that it could go down. We also found out that Levi knocked his tooth out and it grew back, like, instantly. So, kind of feel like I want to be a Titan / human at this point. Does he age? Ooh. Maybe he doesn't age as well. Perfect! I am loving this show, you guys. It's so good. Ah, deep breaths. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that subscribe button politely, of course. Be nice to it. And if you want to watch the Patreon style version of this video, make sure you head on over to my website, suzylu.co.uk, and become a VIP member. Thank you so much to all of you who keep the website going. I love you so much. You're my favorites. Am I allowed to say that? Ask her. Let's do this.
You don't need a good talking to. What you're in need of, boy, is to be taught a lesson.
I feel like they had to do that in front of everyone to show that we still have control over him and that he's not an out-of-control Titan. That's like really good PR.
An architectural marvel, don't you agree? A proper royal residence once upon a time, and more recently, our former headquarters. Fancy, yes, but absurdly impractical once the scouts got down to business. Much too far removed from either river or wall.
I was gonna say, it seems like this castle is like miles away from everything.
Do not be deceived, Greenhorn.
Excuse me? Don't be expecting the royal treatment. Whether you're Titan or human, don't imagine for a second we all share the good captain's enthusiasm.
That's what you get for flapping your jowls on horseback.
I know, maybe you should be a bit more respectful and then you won't bite your finger. Although, isn't that how the Titans end up being summoned? Should be careful.
Really none of my business, but if you're trying to act like the captain, it's kind of embarrassing. You and Levi couldn't be less alike if you'd been born separate species.
If you intend to hound me like a wife, Petra dear, there's rather more of me you need to be acquainted with before laying claim to the privilege.
Whoa! I don't think you're her type, honey.
The Scout Special Operations Squad. The Levi Squad.
You disgusting swineherd!
Petra Rahl. 10 Titan kills to her credit. 48 kill assists.
Nice, I quite like her. Although I'm kind of missing my girl Sasha.
Gunther Schultz. 7 kills. 40 assists.
Can we just be clear for a second that I will not remember most of these names? It will take me ages before I recognize these characters by name. I'm terrible with names.
This place has gone to hell.
It's been abandoned for years, but the inside's a shambles.
In which case, we have a problem, don't we? Best grab a broom and get to work.
There's just something about Levi. He just reminds me of Kakashi from Naruto quite a bit. It's just that cocky leader, but quite cool.
One of the conditions of my having you in custody at all is that I keep you under strict security. Morning, noon, and night. While we're in Dreamland, you're in restraints. That's the rule. I'll check your work. Take over here. I want it spotless.
I mean, let's be honest here. Surely if he wanted to become a Titan, he could easily break out of those chains. Do you know what I mean?
Up close and personal, Captain Levi doesn't seem much like the hero he's cracked up to be. For one thing, he's a lot shorter. Bit on the temperamental side, too. Not exactly imbued with what you'd call the social graces.
It's not that. I'm more put off by the seriousness. He's so dead earnest about following the higher-ups' rules.
Time was he would have lived up to your expectations. That's what I understand, anyway. I don't have the details. Story goes he was quite the rogue before joining the Scouts. A high roller in the capital's black market.
How the hell did he... I mean...
No clue. Folks talk, but who knows what really brought him here, right? The most popular version involves Erwin. They say he dragged into the scouts kicking and screaming.
Oh, so there's quite a bit to Levi. Was he listening to us talk about him? Maybe he has an ulterior motive for why he wanted to, like, break his way into the scouts. Maybe he knows more than he's letting on.
The last thing we want is for the military police to throw in their lot. Or someone else.
And you don't want to give me a straight answer. Is that it?
Your nose is as sharp as ever, huh? Not bad.
Yeah, well, not as sharp as yours on a good day.
You'll have the facts soon enough.
It's really hard. I want to trust all these people to have Aaron's best interest as well, but I feel like he's nothing more than just a prisoner.
Consider how many people died on the path to taking back Walmaria. Then hope comes in a form no one expected. One that we're not even entirely sure how to deal with.
I mean, imagine knowing that you're sitting at the dinner table with a Titan. Do you know what I mean? Like, after everything you know and everything you've gone through, that would just be mind-blowing.
I do know the trigger seems to be hurting myself in some way. Like biting my hand. Wait, why do I know that, but nothing else?
You're not going to get anything out of him, apart from what the scribblers have laid out in the reports. You'll be lucky to come out of it alive if that one lays into you.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
This one?
Good evening, Team Levi. How is Castle Life treating everyone?
You're too early.
Am I? Suppose I couldn't help myself.
Section Commander Hanji?
Hello, Aaron. In the event you haven't pieced it together yet, it's my job to spearhead the Scout Regiment's research efforts. Essentially, I poke and prod our captive Titan specimens. I'd very much like your help.
Wait, you want to poke and prod Aaron? Is that my understanding?
I'm happy to help, except I'm afraid it's not up to me. I'm under close restrictions by order of the higher-ups, you see.
Levi, what's on the docket for him tomorrow?
Clearing out all the weeds?
Excellent, then. It's cinched. Young man, tomorrow will be grand.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're gonna be her new lab rat.
Running experiments or something?
Idiot, shut up.
Ah, I knew it. You possess a singularly curious mind, don't you?
Wait, don't leave us alone with her! She's crazy!
I intend to get better acquainted with the Titans we looked upon in trust.
Oh. Okay, so the two that we took captive, are they with us here? And she's the one that's doing the experiments.
First was an attempt at communication. How are we feeling? Do you have a name? Are you in pain?
Section Commander, you're too close!
Hi there. Lovely weather, don't you think? Are you hungry?
Woo! Yeah, he's hungry! Jesus, girl!
We gotta go through this again? Her naming scheme is so weird.
Yeah. What did she end up going with last time?
It was Chikatilo and Albert.
Albert. That's a good name, though.
Historians suspect they killed somewhere around 500 people during that time. That's probably more victims than the two of you have gorged on combined.
I mean, imagine that the cannibals from back in the day were the ones that, like, inadvertently ate something they shouldn't, and that's how they started turning into Titans.
Alas, this tribe of gormandizing cannibals were caught and executed by the providence of a single mistake. In that respect, you aren't so dissimilar. You both underestimated your quarry's resourcefulness and wound up captured, victims of your own appetite.
In a weird way, I feel bad for the Titans being, like, nailed down on the ground, just because I know what Aaron is. So I feel bad for them.
Pleasure to meet you, Sani. Likewise, Bean. Let's be chums, huh? That's how I came to name the 7-meter Titan Bean and his grinning 4-meter companion, Sani.
Can you imagine, though, if we actually get these Titans to talk? Or get anything from them at all? Oh, it's gonna be so exciting if they do.
We may extrapolate from this experiment that the sun is likely a key source of energy for them. Nevertheless, I discovered a profound difference between the two. Sani grew notably sluggish after only an hour's lack of sun. My, someone's certainly the night owl, huh? You're going to wear me out. Ah, well, this wouldn't be my first all-nighter in the name of science. Bean, however, still beamed 3 hours in.
Oh, wow. Okay, so each Titan is different as well. This is so interesting to me.
The only thing their bodies metabolize into energy is sunlight. Every Titan may have a different threshold for sunlight withdrawal, so I have to be careful. Don't want them dying on me, you know. Several have passed on in captivity owing to my ignorance, sad to say. 2 in particular perished of decapitation when we accidentally struck the soft spot. Poor devils. Chikataloni and Albert, their names were. Such adorable ear-to-ear smiles.
Oh my god, does she get really attached to them? I suppose you would if you were spending that much time.
Carry it on! Physical contact with them was the next obvious step because I simply had to know whether or not they experienced pain as you or I!
Oh, why straight for the eyeballs?
I can't do this and not scream, damn you! Look at him! He's in absolute agony! My poor Bean! I'm so sorry!
Oh my god, she's a little bit eccentric.
Sweet pea, I've skewered you straight through the heart. Does it not hurt, dear? Don't you feel that? Sani was more, shall we say, introverted than his counterpart.
I was gonna say, this one is so strange.
Go on, talk to me.
No! Whoa! It's gonna freaking eat you! They're basic!
Sani's range of expression is somewhat limited, I think. The only things he knows to do are lunge and bite.
Commander, all due respect. But how can you be so lighthearted about them? You talk like they're badly behaved pets. It's just, they're the single greatest threat mankind has ever faced. They've nearly driven us to extinction.
Yeah, and you're treating them like you're just training a dog.
When I first became a scout, I fought them out of pure white-hot hatred. But one day, I came to a realization. I'd kicked the severed head of a 3-meter Titan out of spite. It weighed next to nothing. Might as well have been a feather. In the realm of improbability, that fact would seem to rank fairly high. Their utter strength argues against it. And such was the case with every Titan. Contrary to the appearance of density and great mass, the severed limbs were light as tree bark.
What?
It's so bizarre. In fact, the only way I can think to describe it is to say their appearance stands in sharp contrast to their true substance.
Yeah, so when you're like taking bits off, it's like deteriorating in front of you, which makes it lighter, right?
Of course, it could be a complete waste of time. Still, though, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
She is absolutely brilliant. I feel like we've learned so much from her alone.
It's like I've wandered into a sanctuary for crackpots. But they're striving for change. That's been the appeal of the Scouts all along, right?
Yeah, they don't have to be like the perfect bunch of people that complement each other. They just all have to have a goal.
Well, I might have glossed over 1 or 2 important details. Right, full disclosure then. We may be here a while.
Good.
I ought to start from our first captured Titan. That was the birth of my first hypothesis, you see.
Yeah, I really like her. I feel like we're gonna learn so much about her, and it's gonna benefit us so much. She's a little bit crazy, but I do like her.
Consider how the Titans...
Section Commander Hanji, come quickly! The test subjects, they're dead!
What? No! Did she stay up all night and forget to do something with them?
Sonny! Bean! How could this happen? Someone tell me this isn't real!
They were such valuable specimens. Is this a soldier's work?
Yeah, but they haven't pegged the one responsible yet. They were killed just before dawn, apparently.
Someone's gone stark raving mad, haven't they?
She's doing amazing research. Leave her alone.
What is it you think you see? Who do you think the real enemy is here? Ignore me. Loaded question.
Wait, why would you ask Aaron that? Did you ask him because you're guilty? Or did you ask him because Aaron's the enemy? I don't trust that guy. I don't trust him. Okay. Another very heavily loaded episode with a lot of information to take in. Now, episodes like this, I tend to actually watch again in my own time, just because I like to take notes, just in case there's anything that I missed. But the question is, while I can understand being afraid that there's two titans there, surely the people know that she's doing very important research in order to save humanity. Why would you feel the need to kill them? Do you know what I mean? Yes, okay, she was eccentric and her research was quite out there, but it seemed like it was really important what she was doing. So very interesting, that guy's little comment at the end there. It's really nice to get to know the scouts as well, because I want to get to know everyone so that I can have a love and appreciation for them, so that as we get further into the show, you know, if anything starts going pear-shaped, I'm going to really feel it because, you know, I'm attached to the characters and whatnot. So there's definitely a few that I don't want to say crushing on because that's kind of weird. That's just Levi. But yeah, Levi and Aaron and that girl as well. She's nuts, but I think she's really awesome. Thank you so much for watching my reaction to this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.